Some stories don't need to be exaggerated, they're wild enough on their own. And this one started like a love story and ended like a scene from a movie no one saw coming. You ever love someone so much you forget how to breathe when they smile at you? That was me with Brooke. She was beautiful, elegant, magnetic, had that kind of playful charm that made every guy look twice but only made me feel lucky. We met at the retail chain I worked at. I'm Alex Carter, mid-level manager at one of those massive warehouse stores. I didn't directly supervise anyone, especially not on the sales floor, so technically, there were no rules broken when I started dating Brooke, one of our sales associates. At first, it was quiet. We weren't flaunting it, but we weren't hiding it either. Everyone eventually found out, mostly because she told a couple of her co-workers in confidence, which, in workplace language, means tell one person who tells 5 others. Brooke and I had been together almost a year and were already deep in wedding planning mode. Things were smooth, no fights, consistent intimacy, constant affection. I honestly thought I had it all. Until, of course, someone new got hired. His name was Travis Reed. Tall, broad-shouldered, worked in the warehouse unloading shipments. Average looks but had that cocky, charming energy women either loved or hated and most seemed to love. I'd heard whispers. Apparently, he had a track record: flirt with a woman, sleep with her, then move on to the next. Rinse and repeat. But what made him really unbearable was that he had it out for me from day one. He'd make little jabs in front of others, just sharp enough to sting but never enough for me to justify snapping back. Nice shoes, Alex. Must be tough bending over that far to shine them. Or, dude, you fidget more than a toddler who drank espresso. People laughed. Even Brooke sometimes. That was the worst part. Seeing her laugh at his jokes about me. I started avoiding him altogether. But he kept finding ways to be around, like he was hunting for weak spots. Then, one afternoon, I caught him chatting with Brooke near the back of the store, no customers around. She was laughing, twirling a piece of her hair the same way she used to when we first started dating. Alarm bells went off. That night, I sat her down. I told her how he'd been constantly messing with me, and how I knew his reputation. I wasn't asking for much, just distance. Please, Brooke. Don't talk to him. Don't flirt. I just want us to stay safe. I love you. She smiled, cupped my face, and said, I love you too, Alex. You've got nothing to worry about. But her words didn't line up with her actions. The very next day, I saw them talking again. Not near her department, but in the center aisle, where neither had a reason to be. Her posture told me everything. Shoulders back. Feet pointed directly at him. Open, receptive. She wasn't just being polite. She was into it. And that crushed me more than anything. I tried confronting her again that night. She lied. Said she hadn't seen him at all. I could have told her I had eyes on her, or even access to security footage, but I didn't. Because deep down, I didn't want to push her into hiding it better. I wanted to believe she'd come back to me on her own. That maybe I was just overthinking it. But then Saturday came. Brooke's shift ended at 5. She never came home. Just a vague text about meeting girlfriends. I knew. I didn't want to admit it, but I knew exactly where she was. Then it happened. I got a link from an anonymous number. When I opened it, I felt my heart drop through the floor. It was her. Brooke, with Travis. On camera. Intimate. Fully involved. Then, halfway through, Travis smirked at the camera, flipped it to himself, and gave me the middle finger. Like this was all some elaborate setup, just for me. And at the end, he turned the camera back to Brooke, tapped her nose, and said, "Hey, blow him a kiss." She did. Innocently. Almost gleefully. I don't know how long I stared at the screen. It felt like years. When I finally snapped out of it, I started boxing her stuff. Clothes, toiletries, little trinkets she left around my apartment. I dropped it all off at her parents' doorstep, rang the bell, and drove off before they could answer. The next morning, I walked into work with a different plan. I parked a block away, walked into the store with a paper bag under my arm. Sure enough, there was Travis, surrounded by some co-workers, probably ready to humiliate me further. But I smiled. "Hey, Travis," I called out. "Thanks, man. You really saved me a headache." I handed him the bag. Inside was the bottle of gin Brooke gave me last Christmas. "What's this?" "A thank you gift," I said. Seriously. I was thinking of ending things with Brooke for a while. Just didn't have a good excuse. "But you gave me the perfect one. So now I'm free. No guilt. You can have her. Just don't return her." The smug smile dropped from his face. "Oh," I added casually, "did everyone see that famous video yet?" I spotted one of Travis's warehouse buddies holding a phone with a familiar purple case. It was paused right on that moment. I grabbed it. "Mind if I check something?" Before he could react, I opened the video folder, selected all, hit share to all contacts, and tapped send. Gasps erupted. "What did you do?" someone shouted. Then the real chaos began. Several women screamed. One clutched her phone and muttered, "My husband, he's in his contacts." Another cried, "He recorded me." Turns out Travis didn't just record Brooke. He'd recorded multiple women, some married, some in relationships. And he'd been careless enough to save it all in one folder on his phone, which now had just been shared with everyone he knew. Travis vanished after that. Rumor has it, he got jumped that night. Hospitalized. Broken bones, fractured ribs. The works. Brooke came to work the next day looking shattered. She didn't say a word to me. Just stared, eyes red and terrified.